Country's largest public cemetery is one step closer to being turned into a park. Hart Island is east of the Bronx in the Long Island Sound. CBS 2 has reported on the troubles at this cemetery. Remains have washed ashore, and the Department of Correction made visiting graves difficult for loved ones. Tonight, CBS 2's Jessica Moore explains more what the City Council is doing to ease the pain of grief for thousands of families.
For Elaine Joseph, emotions are still raw 41 years later.
My baby was born in January 1978 and fell through the cracks. She died in the hospital.
Joseph's baby girl Tamika was buried on Hart Island in error. The sliver of land a few miles east of the Bronx is home to the country's largest public cemetery. Many of the 1 million people buried here had no money, no family, or were never identified. For Joseph, the difficulty of visiting her baby's grave reopens the wound of losing her.
Months in advance, I'd sign up and hope that I would get on the list, and then not know for sure until like a week or two before.
Today, the Transportation Committee passed 2 bills to make visiting Hart Island easier. One bill would make Hart Island a public park, shifting control away from the Department of Correction. Right now, armed guards escort visitors as inmates from Rikers Island dig graves and bury bodies.
You essentially go through prison processing. You turn over your cell phone. You sign a waiver. You can't take pictures, and you're escorted by a correction officer to a gravesite. And it's just not, it's terrible for a mother who's lost a child to have to go through that.
City officials say the Department of Correction has failed to look after the property that has been eroding for years. Last summer, CBS 2 revealed exposed bones from shoreline graves have washed up on nearby Bronx beaches.
It's really a mark of shame that for generations in this city, people who have been marginalized in life have, again, been marginalized in death.
The other bill would require the DOT to provide public transportation to and from the island by way of ferry service. The full City Council will vote on the bill tomorrow afternoon. If it passes, the Parks Department is expected to assume control of Hart Island by July 2021. In Lower Manhattan, I'm Jessica Moore, CBS 2 News.